Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another stream. Apologies for the lateness. I struggled this morning. I'll be honest with you, I struggled. Kev's calling me at 8:30. I'm thinking to myself, Kev, stream's not for another half an hour. Why are you calling me at 8:30?
Punctuality is important, especially when you run the channel, Alex. You're meant to be setting a good example, but each to the own.
I said to Rachel, I sent her a voice note late last night. I said, Rachel, I need a cup of tea in the morning, please. She has produced the goods.
I've got an Easter breakfast en route, so you best hurry up. This is why I rang you early, because I want my breakfast. Got a fat breakfast on the way. So,
what breakfast have you got, Kev?
Before work, it's Easter, isn't it? So you have a massive eggs, waffles, sausages, beans, the full works,
You go
mate.
for the full shebang.
The full shebang. You know what? You've had Alex's breakfast before. You've had my missus' breakfast, mate, before. A couple of occasions, mate. So
was it her or was it you that made the breakfast? I'm not sure.
Both made it.
You both made it.
Yeah. So you know the score. It's the full shebang. So hurry up, man. Let's get this done. I'm hungry.
Fucking hell. Well, big up to everyone that's watching. I hope you're all doing very well. Good morning to any Chelsea fan that has decided to get up. I can appreciate there's a lot of people that didn't want to get up. But listen, we've got Fulham today. We're going to preview the Fulham game. Touch a little bit on some of the latest transfer news that I actually didn't manage to touch on last night because I got sucked into this debate about the management at Chelsea and everything else that's happening. And so we can touch briefly on some of the transfer news updates. Big up to Daniel. I hope you're doing well, mate. How can I be confident for this game when we've got bigger problems and issues at the club? I see Fulham beating Chelsea and I lost faith with Enzo Moresca. Cole Palmer looks frustrated. Aman, big up to you. Thanks for the message. Albert, good morning to you, my friend. Pradwell says we have to win today. Absolutely. Norbert says good morning. Carnage says good morning as well. Good to see you all in the building, guys. Listen, Kev, I mean, just give me your initial thoughts on the game against Fulham. Obviously, it is a match day. We're going to do a combined 11 together in the chat as well. Let us know who you want to see in the starting 11. Just talk to me about how you're feeling about today, Kev, and your level of confidence going into this match at Craven Cottage.
We'll get a draw at best. Draw at best. I'm hoping that they surprise me. I'm hoping that they can actually pull a performance out. There's no more. There's not more of a, what's what I'm looking for now? Encouragement. There's not more encouragement now to get the 3 points. The emphasis should be getting it consistently now, because at the end of the day, the 5th place is up for grabs now. It's been confirmed yesterday that 5th place is now up for grabs for Champions League. And the thing is now, we can't really depend on 5th place. Because obviously Man United and Tottenham, if they get Europa League, they get the 5th spot. So we've got to put on a good. If we want to get Champions League football, the run's got to start today. And I have no confidence in getting 3 points, but you never know. Things can turn around. You know, if they put in a good performance today, hopefully we can move forward and push for it. But I'm like everyone else at the moment, brother. They've shown me the last 3 games that they're not serious. And I was seeing some reading stuff about Reece James saying the mentality of the team is not on. It's clear to see that we've said it many times, that personalities in the dressing room and the leadership in the dressing room is the reason why we're falling off. So Fulham, they're a bit of a funny team, aren't they? They're a bit win, loss, no consistency. Marco Silva,
they just lost, Kev, which
yeah,
means that
yeah, there you go. But they beat us at the bridge, and that was, that was a shocking game, and that was the part where we started going backwards, and beat us for the first time in, I think it's 30 something years, a bit longer than that, wasn't it? Beat us at the bridge for the first time in over 50 years, was it? Some this ridiculous stat there. But Marco Silva, tremendous job of what he's done at Fulham, and the players they're bringing in, they're showing that they want to compete with teams and they want to be up the table, because only a few years ago Fulham was a yo-yo club, up down, up down, up down, up down. There was a bit like West Bromwich and Watford, up and down, up and down. Now they've got stability.
very
Not messing
stable
about.
team this
Yeah,
season. Very stable.
stability.
Never ever been in a conversation for
The
relegation this season. If
nowhere near.
anything, the conversation that I would be having if I was a Fulham fan is, hang on a second, we're only 6 points behind Chelsea.
There you go.
Let's push on. Let's see if we can get a European spot.
Yeah.
And that is a realistic option for a team like Fulham. I know Bournemouth are going to be looking at that as well. Brighton are within that vicinity. On top of it, I think Marcus Silva's done a fantastic job at Fulham. When we were on the podcast the other day as well, Kev, we were talking about realistic manager options if they were to sack Moresca. I said Iriola from Bournemouth. Charlie said Marco Silva from Fulham. I thought, don't know about that one. I mean,
I've liked him since Watford. He done brilliant at Watford with the squad that he had. He brought a brilliant team there. We've got to understand the style of football they played there. When they had Delafeu and players like that, they look good. That was Watford's best season in the Prem. Obviously, he left the season afterwards. Everton didn't quite work out, and then now he's gone to Fulham. He's found his feet again, and look what he's doing there. Like they've consistently been in the top half. They're signing the right players. They're going the right way. They've got experience. Jimenez, Shore, obviously the lost Paulina towards last season, but they've gone and brought back Willian again. So they've got experience. They've got know-how. They've got winners in the dressing room. They've got something that we ain't got. They've got winners in the dressing room. We've got one or two winners in the dressing room. So they're on the right path. The style of football is brilliant. I like the way their wing backs. I think it's
Robinson. Love Robinson, mate.
Anthony Robinson. I think it's the Dutch one. What's his name on the right? Should have done my research. Sorry, but we've got that Dutch. Let me have a look.
I definitely know Robinson on the left side.
It's best, isn't it? No, Castone.
Castone's on the left as well, isn't he?
Nah, he can play from the right as well. So they've also got, you got to think as well, they've got decent squad depth within the team. Muniz, Pereira, Iwobi, Berg, and they brought Anderson for Palace. He's a good signing for him. Leno, experience. They've got a brilliant team. So we cannot underestimate them, and the style of football as well. They like to get their wing backs up the pitch. They like their wingers tucked in. They like to get crosses into the back post. Obviously, they've got box presence with Jimenez as well. He likes to get his head on the ball. So it's not a game that's going to be easy. It's going to be a difficult game. Local derby, 2:00 kickoff. If we're not up for it mentally, Fulham have already won the game. It's all upstairs for us. We've got the better players. No doubt, we've got the better players, but mentally, I just don't think we got it. And this is the reason why Reece James is coming out right now and he's saying it. It's clear to see. With us, the players we've got, we were second, third place. But we still proved to us that they can be there. But the mentality of the last 2 months, 3 months has been unbelievable. And this is the reason why I believe Fulham are going to be favourites today.
Interesting when we look at everything approaching the game. Got a number of stuff to share with you, Kev. Interesting when we look at some of the quotes from pundits. I'll give you a couple. I'll give you Paul Merson to start. who's obviously a big Chelsea fan. Everyone knows Paul Merson from Sky Sports. He said, shocking result for Chelsea last week, in my opinion. They should have beat Ipswich but failed to do it. If they play like this, I don't think they will finish inside the top 5. Chelsea need at least 7 points in their next 3 games against Fulham, Everton and Liverpool, respectively. How are they going to do it? I don't know. He then goes on to say, this is a must-win game for Chelsea. Other teams are finding a way to stop Cole Palmer now. Honestly, I don't know why it took everybody so long to do that. The bottom line is that Chelsea is struggling and Palmer needs to find a way to turn it around this weekend. If not, I think they're in big trouble. And then he predicted, same prediction of me, 1-1. He thinks it's going to be a draw. Chris Sutton, another pundit, backs Fulham to beat Chelsea today.
Chelsea player.
Yeah, he was a Chelsea player. He was a striker for us back in the day.
Yeah.
He said they deserve to get something from their defeat at Bournemouth on Monday, and I'm going with them to get a repeat of their win at Stamford Bridge in December. And he predicts 2-1 Fulham. Little bit more news for you as well, mate. We were just talking about Marco Silva, and obviously, me and Charlie were discussing potential managers next season if Moresca was sacked. I think the answer is that we probably won't get another manager. But if we were to get one, I said Areola. Charlie said Marco Silva. I mean, they are making a European push. That's something that Fulham have spoken about. Also, the Fulham vice chairman, Tony Khan, I think he's also the owner as well of Fulham. He said that, he wants Marco Silva to stay at Fulham forever. But there's a few rumours that he might be targeted to replace Postecoglou at Tottenham. It doesn't seem like that is going to continue to go down at Tottenham. They're probably going to end up sacking the Australian coach. Another fun fact for you, Kev. Fulham are looking to complete the league double over Chelsea for the very first time in what is the 40th Premier League campaign in which they've met. Since scoring 11 goals across 3 consecutive away wins in November and December, Chelsea have scored just 3 goals in 8 away games. We've drawn 3 and we've lost 5. We've had a 19% shot conversion rate in those 3 wins. What? We haven't won it. Oh, sorry. He's talking about. We're talking about the home wins as well. I see. In just the 3 wins, but that has dropped to just 3% conversion rate in our last 8 winless games. Fulham have won 2 of their last 5 games against Chelsea. They've drawn 1 and lost 2. More than they had in their previous 35 against us. Where they won 1 game, drew 12 and lost 22. No injuries from a Fulham perspective. The only player that's out is Reece Nelson. Everybody else is available. And you can appreciate from a Fulham perspective why people would be confident.
Yeah. It's you look at the contrast. They're 6 points from us. If you go and ask, if you get a cam and you walk around Craig McCarthy's Estate and you ask the Fulham fans how happy they are on a scale from 1 to 10, they will tell you 20. They are happy with the way the club's going because there's no pressure on them at all, and you can see they're going in the right direction. And it's in contrast to us, mate. It's just £1.5 billion spent, and you're 6 points in front of a team that spend money wisely. They get a lot of free deals. Anderson was signed in the free. Jimenez was signed in the free. Smith Rowe was signed in the free. Willian, we will all be signed in the cheap. And look, for them to be 6 points behind us, we probably 30-40 million pounds spent over the last couple of seasons go to show how brilliantly they've been run. So
we can't say the same for ourselves.
It's just a mess. I just don't get it. But no excuses. We have got a way better team than Fulham. There's no excuses for us to be going there and losing. It's got to be down to mentality. It's got to be down to tactics. That's it now. when you look at the players, player for player, you choose 9 or 10 over Fulham. The only player that will probably get a chance in our team would be Robinson.
Not over Cucurella.
Probably equally. That's it.
I mean, I would say.
I like Bassi
I'd
as
say
well.
maybe Jimenez
I
is
think
another player that could compete with what we
who's
have.
that?
Jimenez, maybe their striker.
No, yeah, and the other striker, the Brazilian one.
Muniz as well.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. That's it. So
we shouldn't even be debating these players, but we are.
These are Fulham's team is a mid-table team at best. We are a top 4. So why are we going into this game with no confidence? Because it's the way the team's been set up on a regular basis. And when you talk about Merson and Palmer, it's clear to see that Palmer's not happy in the position he's playing now. In the Cambi on the striker, he's not happy there. He's not getting enough of the ball, and it's making it's straining his confidence. Why not try something different? It's your best player. You know it's not working. It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. Just start him on the right. Start someone else for the middle. Maybe Nkinku behind Jackson. I don't know. It's down to him to problem solve and fact find and come up with a solution to get the best out of his players, and he's not doing it. It's been 2-3 months that this team's been in the decline, and he hasn't been able to problem solve. When you think of Conte, for instance, when we lost against Arsenal, he thought, forget this, I'm going to go to a 5 at the back. The rest is history. Tuchel done a similar kind of thing. When they're losing games, they'll come up with an idea and a plan and a solution to change it. We're constantly seeing the same thing every single week. And this is why I believe Moresca's not quite there yet at a Chelsea level.
So you do agree with me?
I'm starting to...
Fucking hell, Kev. Is it taking you that long?
Slowly. I think after that Warsaw defeat, when we seen Reece James playing centre midfield and fucking Shalom playing right back, I'm just not getting the thought. What is the thought behind it? I just don't get it.
He's not aware, mate.
Play Reece James right back, play Shalom centre back in the natural positions. So this is why I'm starting to believe now.
Look, I know people talk about stability and we need to build with a manager. I'm totally with that. This is not the right manager to build with. He is not. He is bottom of the barrel. He is the worst manager I remember in my lifetime of watching Chelsea. The worst. Yeah. Aman says, Alex, did you hear Carlito on Lewis's channel calling Chelsea Fan TV sellouts? How can we be sellouts if we're criticizing everyone?
For one, who's Carlito? And two,
Carlito's this American guy.
Carlito, you American, shut up, go and watch fucking American fucking football. Shut up, man. No, I will never allow a Yankee to tell me about football.
No. There's a lot of American fans who are absolutely fine.
I'm joking, by the way. I'm gonna get some stick for that. But yeah, Carlito, big up for watching.
Chelsea Fan TV are earning money by being negative towards the owners. Well, apparently I'm not negative enough. That's what people have been telling me recently, Kevin included.
But the thing is, how is it being negative when we're just speaking facts? It's not being negative. We are coming up with facts. This is facts. What is there to be positive about? Someone told me there's a couple of things, but when you're talking facts, it's not being negative. You're being real. So yeah,
we can actually back up everything we're saying about Moresca with examples of incompetence in terms of the way he speaks, the way he sets up the team, the way he manages games, his CV, everything. It's just like I really can't find anything. Right, let's go through some of the comments as well. Anthony Taylor is the referee for this one. Kev, you have you got the picture?
It's
Go on,
on
share the,
the
share
it's
the
on the
picture
group
with us.
chat. Sorry, it's on the group chat. WhatsApp. I haven't got my phone on me.
You haven't got a.
Nah, my phone's in the bedroom there. It's on the group chat. On the Chelsea Fan TV group chat. WhatsApp.
Should we dig it out? Go on, Kev. Tell them what I'm referring to.
So basically, So basically, I was in Marrakesh. Marrakesh, and I was at the airport. 1 second, let me get my camera back on. I was
What are
at
you
the
doing,
airport.
Kev?
Sorry.
Mm.
Sorry. My bad. I was at the airport, and since the geezer walking up, I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, he looks proper familiar. He does, you know. Yeah. yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm thinking this guy looks familiar, you know. And he was looking at the side of the eye at me because he knew I clocked him. And I looked at his missus and went, "That's Anthony Taylor, isn't it?" She went, "I don't know." And that's when I clocked on. I went, "Anthony Taylor, come here." I says, "Mate, before, you know I'm Chelsea, didn't you?" And he just started smiling. And we just had a little conversation. Like,
You didn't give him enough stick, Kev.
Nah,
So
Dave.
talk to me about Egg Barley. I didn't
Yeah,
take
true.
photos with Egg Barley.
I
Look
can't
at
believe
that.
that. You've just
How
screamed
can
up there.
you give Anthony Taylor the freedom to walk in your vicinity without hearing all of the bad he's done against Chelsea?
He
You
walked
are
past, mate.
a
He walked,
disgrace.
but he walked past me, above you, and I swear to God, my mouth was just about to say, "Taylor, you're a Taylor." I was,
Yeah.
I had to literally stop
Yeah.
myself so hard from doing it. I said, "You know what? Just go, just get your flight." And he got a flight back to Manchester. He's from Manchester, isn't he? But yeah, weird. Like he wouldn't. I just don't get how he was there. He's just weird. But yeah, man. Yeah, he got away.
You let him get away, Kev. Remember that.
That's worse than seeing Barley though. So please take the picture off. For I'm gonna get some stick for this, bro.
That is worse. That
Think what? No, it's worse. He's lost us a cup final, bro. He's lost us 2 cup finals.
Yeah, but Egg Barley doesn't even want us to get to the final. I guess that's the other.
True.
That's the flip side, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Let us know, guys. Who do you think is worse for Chelsea, Anthony Taylor or Clear Lake and Egg Barley and all the rest of them? Trevor says we're losing 3-0 today. Big up to you, Trevor. Mash says Reece James is also not happy playing out of position. I'm sure the feeling is mutual with more than half of the squad. Big up to you, Mash. This Italian fraud won't even play Reece James. Happy 420, everyone, Matty says. Good morning, Aston Martin. Good morning to everyone. Albert thinks that they might outmuscle us today. Trevor says Moresca doesn't have the tactical prowess, mentality, or leadership to carry Chelsea to a win today. Big Tips Lover says it shouldn't take 4 months to change something. I completely agree. He says AVB was poor, but Moresca is still not
the worst manager I've seen.
Worse than
not even AVB and Luis Felipe Scolari, if you remember the name.
Yes, 2008.
He came with a big reputation. Worked with Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, all the best players at that point, and then came to us. He stunk the place out. Awful. So he's worse than Moresca, literally. When you consider the players we had then, we had Drogba, SCN, Prime, Malouda, and he stunk the place out. So yeah, there's been worse than Moresca. Like I said, I don't believe Moresca is that bad of a manager, but it's clear to see now that his experience at the latter stages when you need to start picking points is not the man, because he continually keeps on playing the same team with the same tactics. When you know something's not working, Alex, what do you tend to do?
Change it.
There you go. What has he changed since the Everton game where we struggled? That was the first game where I thought we struggled a bit because inverted system didn't work. Gusto was on the left-hand side of that game and it wasn't working. He was coming in field and he was making the pitch narrow. And I thought from them, we need width. We need the wing backs overlapping, making the pitch big, etc., etc. We've continued for the last 3 months to still see this inverted football to the point now he's even starting the fucking right backs in the midfield. What's the tactics here, bro? You've got 3 centre backs and a right back and the left. So you're basically playing a 5 with the. I don't get it. I'm confused. When I watch Chelsea now, I'm confused. Play at the back, play into centre back.
Kev, tell people about your profession for those people who don't know.
I'm a coach.
He's a football coach.
A level C coach. I'm not saying I'm Pep, but I have a kind of understanding. When you play at the back, when I tell my team to play at the back, we have to play quick. That ball has to move quick. It's put the ball down, bam, 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 to the right back. The centre midfielder drop into space. The tackle drop into space. They'll pivot. They'll spin. Play it up into the pitch as quick as possible. When I see Chelsea playing at the back, do you remember the game against City, where I think Colwell put the ball down on the floor and I counted 15 seconds, bro. This is in the first half, and it's just like pass it nice and slow into the midfield, and then pass it back to Cole again, and then pass it there. The playing of the football is not working because it's not quick enough. These are the things that he should be working on the training ground. If you want to play at the back football, it's got to be quick and snappy. If you're playing against a high pressing team that are quick and aggressive, playing at the back football doesn't work. And we've seen that when we went to Newcastle. How slow was he playing at the back then? And what did Newcastle do? They scored about 2 goals on the press. We were saying the same thing last season with the Posh. Why do we continue to keep seeing it on a weekly basis? Something has to change. But he's too stubborn enough. And his idea of football is not going to change. So that's the reason why we're dropping. So, like I said, he's not a proven problem solver. And other managers would come up with an idea how to change it. So, unfortunately, Moresca is not doing himself any favours.
There you go. Let's do our combined 11, Kev. Let's do our not combined 11. Let's do our starting 11 between the two sides. Well, for Chelsea, let's just look at Chelsea to start. So, who do you think is going to start in goal? I think we can all agree. Robert Sanchez, still the Premier League.
He's another keeper in the squad. I'd play fucking Balotelli. I'm being fucking serious, bro. Put Balotelli there. Yeah, playing against his old club as well. We come for the ranks at Fulham. Put Balotelli there. Fucking put him there. It cannot be any worse than Sanchez and Yorkson, bro, on a weekly basis, bro. Can't.
Well, is this the this is what you want then, not what you think will happen?
This is what, if I was Chelsea manager, this is what I'd do. I'd start Balotelli. Sanchez and Jorgensen, I don't think that they'll start for me again this season, bro. I don't think Balotelli
let's have a look. Let's just see.
Really
we are not foolish like you, Alex. We trust Moresca and blame the sporting directors for not backing him up. If you agree with Sonic, please let us know.
Man, Sonic, listen, I don't. Moresca's not doing himself any favors.
By the way, since when did I say the sporting directors were doing a good job? I don't think I ever said that.
No.
Moresca's doing a terrible job as well. They're all doing a poor job. So I would love to know who you're representing, Sonic, because I don't think. Well, I'm just reading the chat now. The last 2 people that commented don't agree. Oh God, there's more. Look, Alex Winter Surfer Andres also called you out after the Ipswich game on 14th of April on Casually FC channel for being too negative. Timestamp 3:16. God, you want us to watch that, don't you?
Who's that?
Of course, I'll fucking watch it then.
Who's that?
If you give me a timestamp, you've gone through all the effort to go and find the exact time I've been called out.
I want to see the Johnny Minerals one as well, brother.
I would be honoured to watch this timestamp. Right, what is this? Casually FC.
Let's see the Johnny Minerals one as well when you got time. I want to see that one. Hey, brother, before we go into that though, we need to finish off.
All right, mate. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Come on then. All right. We'll jump back to this one, mate. We'll jump back to this.
Left back.
A man, if you have whatever his name is, Carlito, give me that timestamp as well. Why not? And we can.
Left back.
If you want me to react to Johnny Kev, I'll do that. I mean, that's a longer video though, to be fair, but I can do that. It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? All right. So you want Bettinelli and goal. By the way, guys, this is what Kev wants. Okay, not what I want. So I won't argue with you for this, Kev. I'll let you have what you want. Bettinelli in goal. Who do you want as a right back?
Reece.
Okay, Reece James. Left back.
Cucurella.
Centre backs.
I'd go with fucking hell, bro. I shitted out.
Tosin had a really poor game against Warsaw, mate.
I don't want to see Colwell and Tosin together, bro. It's just a recipe for disaster. But what else have we got?
Chalobah and Colwell.
Yeah, but Colwell had a bad game against Ipswich as well for that first goal.
So do you want Chalobah in there?
It'd have to be Chalobah and Cole, but wow, awful. Yeah.
Midfield?
Enzo and Casado in the pivot.
Palmer in the 10, presumably.
No, Palm off the right.
Palmer off the right, same as me then.
Yeah, it'd be Palm off the right. The thing is, it'd be Madueke on the left.
Oh, okay.
Madueke on the left. Well, what I'd do is I'd have them both swapping round. Say, couple of minutes there and there. Just don't do it blatantly, but they both just swap round. Just give their left back and right back a different dilemma. So they've got to think them. Oh, look. So if they see them swapping, they've got to shout across. I'll pick him up because he's coming across now. So that gives their Anthony Robinson, the left back, it gives him a different dilemma because end of the day, Madueke is probably a bit more direct. Palmer's a bit more thoughtful. So I'll keep them swapping them throughout the game, left and right. Even Palmer drops into the middle and Nkunku can drop off. Just keep changing them around, swapping around. I've seen them. So I'd have Nkunku in the 10. This gives him opportunity to play in his favourite position. And then maybe Jackson obviously up front. But I think with the three behind the striker, maybe give them the freedom. This comes from the manager as well, remember?
I don't know what freedom is under Moresca.
I know. So like I said, it comes under the manager. Remember we had the three amigos, Mata, Oscar, and Hazard.
Love the three amigos.
Yeah.
Mate.
Those three, what do they do every single game? They'd swap. You'd have Hazard come through the middle one time. He'd move to the left. Oscar come through the middle. He'd go to the right. Mata come through the middle. Then he'd move back out. So why not do a similar thing? They're all capable of playing across the three. So then what does that do to their what does that Tom Bowley's messaging? What probably is him. What does that do to their defensive midfielders, knowing that you haven't got no one to mark because every single attack you've got a different player to mark. So it then confuses the attack. But I don't think Moresca's got that mindset. He's just too structured in the way he wants to play. So, yeah.
Me personally, if I was to change anything about this team, I mean, if I'm being realistic, what I think will actually happen, I would still start Jorgensen over Sanchez. I would still start him. there's an argument that Sanchez might be better, but I just believe in look. If you've given Sanchez as long as you've given him, I believe that Jorgensen deserves the same amount of time, and maybe with time he can get better. Although he was poor the other day as well. I wouldn't play Madueke on the left. I would be going with Tariq George on the left-hand side. And Kunku as a 10 would have been brilliant earlier in the season. Like, that's where I put mismanagement, because we could have got something out of him. We could have got something out of João Felix. We could have got something out of Chukwuemeka. But by playing Palmer as the 10, you isolated all of those players. And yeah, the argument is you can't play Madueke on the right. I'm perfectly fine not playing Madueke if Palmer's on the right. But I mean, who else can you play in the 10 at the moment? Very limited options. Maybe Sancho. But I think as it stands, like, we've actually, we've really shot ourselves in the foot.
I thought, you know what? I feel like we need today, considering Fulham and the way their wing backs start to get up, we need someone who's going to track their runners. So we need workhorses on the wing. So to think about it, I don't think Palmer's that player, and I don't Madueke is. So we definitely don't need Sancho, because he's not going to track. So I think the wingers that we have today have got to be able to track the runners of Castone and Antonio Robinson, because you know what they're going to do. They're going to keep bombing forward, and they're going to be 2v1 on both sides. So Kukrel and James will definitely need the help today. So taking that into consideration for this game as well. So the wingers need to be tracking the runs, because there's going to be a lot of overlaps on each side.
I mean, if we're going to be realistic, this is what's actually going to happen. We're going to have Sanchez in goal. James will not play. I think realistically, this is what I think could actually happen. By the way, we could see Josh Achimpong on the right. Chalobah, Colwell, Cucurella. I think that's fair. Fernandez, Caicedo. Palmer will be in the 10.
Just stop me there. I'm hearing Lavia could be back.
Nah, Lavia won't play. He won't play. No chance. I reckon. Who started against Warsaw? Was it Sancho? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm too tired.
George and Palmer and Kinky, wasn't it? The guy in Jackson.
What, against Warsaw?
Yeah, go 1 second. I'll have a look now.
Yeah, we'll get a couple of minutes from Lavia, but won't start on this game. I don't see how he does. Yeah, like, again, Chukwuemeka would have been a great option to have in this team, but we loaned the guy out because we're so worried about the finances. We're not worried about football. Killing ourselves, honestly. We're just Donna, I haven't got time for this. Donna, it's been a long time. Do you know what the first rule of
Sancho Palmer and Kinky was started against Warsaw.
The first rule of any woman, all right, is you've got to be loyal and you've got to be consistent. You've got to turn up during the highs and lows. And Donna, I haven't seen you for a long time.
Who's Donna?
Donna Cullen.
Who's that?
Well, I mean, if you're asking who the actual Donna Cullen is, the real Donna Cullen, she works for Tottenham. She's an employee of Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, wild guy, Mr.
This Donna Cullen pretends to be loyal to the channel. But Donna, what you have to realize is you're on the wrong fan channel.
Wild guy,
Mr. You know what it is? It's the head of PR for Tottenham. Yeah, that's her job. She's the head of PR for Tottenham. Donna, if you're loyal to me, I want a super chat right now. I would never ask a Chelsea fan for a super chat, but you're not Chelsea. Where's the super chat?
By the way, Donna, you know the score. What the Tottenham get done to them every single week?
What's that mean?
What the Tottenham get done to them every single week?
Well, they lose.
They get battered every single week, everywhere they go. And to be fair to you, Just going off their last Premier League game.
Oh, look. She's giving me all the excuses now. Couldn't catch my streams. Come from a family of Chelsea fans. Chelsea didn't employ me. I work for Tottenham. If Tottenham employed you, my salary is delayed by Mr. Levy. Once I get it, I'll pay you. Fair enough. Good answer. Good answer. Don't work for us. You'll probably have to take a pay cut. Goodness gracious. So, yeah, that's like the predicted sort of starting 11 from me. I predict that could actually happen against Fulham. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Right. You know what?
Mate, that starting lineup sucks, though, mate. It's awful, innit, bro?
A man's got another time stamp. That's Lewis's hate along. Fuck, you know. How do you know all this, man? I don't understand how people know this.
Hey, Aman, is that Aman, the Birmingham Aman, my friend Aman? If it's you, well gone. I think it might be Aman. From Birmingham. It might be. It might be. I think it is. If it is Aman, big up to yourself, brother. Love for watching.
Okay. I mean, I don't really ever do stuff like this, but this is on the Villa Newcastle hate along. What was the number, Kev?
What number?
216 40.
Yeah, 216 40.
All right. I don't usually react to this stuff, but why not? Let's see what they're saying about us. Let's see.
It's full hope, but I'm telling you guys, it's just hope. I'm at least being honest with you guys.
Lewis, I got to ask you this question.
Go for it, bro. What are you saying?
Because you're a Chelsea fan TV guy. Do you think that being negative is the play here? Do you think that it's financially intuitive of you guys?
Man said who cares about winning more games if we ain't getting CL football? You want to win the games to get CL football?
I mean, you win the games to get Champions League. I mean, it's obvious, right?
Yeah, like...
What are you talking about?
That's where you start to lose me. Tell me you don't believe in winning. Fine. I'm not going to say anything to you about that. I completely understand if you don't think we're going to win the game. I'm not going to cuss you out for it, but you said, who cares about winning? What the hell are you talking about?
Lewis, I mean, do you think this fan base is just being too negative?
Look, I would have said that a couple weeks ago, but now I just think we've had so much bad results and so much of an inability to take advantage of results going our way that I don't blame them no more. Alexis, I just dropped you the link, bro.
Hold on, but
I don't blame them.
Hold on, but Lewis, I know that this fan base is floundering in terms of where they want to place their anger, but this just feels like, hey, who can I point the finger at? Who's the bad guy? Like it just seems like they're so angry that you got people that have power in this fan base saying, like, "Oh, I don't even want to watch the conference league because it doesn't mean anything." What the fuck are you talking about, dude? If you can't win these things, you aren't allowed into Europe. You have to have a ticket to get to that dance. So Conference League, whether we get Europa or Champions League, we have to get there by virtue of this tournament. This tournament that's been like 20 games and 8 months of our life. Of course I want to fucking win this thing. Even if it's a menial tournament, of course I want to still win it. And of course it matters because in order to get to the dance, you have to have a ticket. Okay, so the negativity has become overwhelming to the point where I feel as though that's the business plan of these fucking people because they don't know how else to talk about this fucking club. And it's embarrassing.
No, I'll be so real. I just think we've dropped too many points.
Lewis.
Like, I don't blame people for being overly negative.
Lewis, we spent the entire last season and the season before vacillating between 14th and 8th place. And this season, we've basically been in the top 4 for most of the season. And people
But
say
this
that
is why Moresca isn't the main cause for my problems right now.
yeah, but
It's the way
yeah,
we're
a
going.
lot of
Yeah,
people
stop,
are saying that we are worse
stop,
than when that is just not true.
I don't think we're worse.
He's not calling it. I don't know where man got his information from, bro. But what part of that did he call you out, bro? He's just talking. He's just talking S, bro. Go on to the next one, brother. Let's see. I want to see the Johnny.
Come on. You got to do better than that.
Go on, show me the Johnny.
He's giving us exact timestamps.
Yeah, show me the Johnny Minules one. I want to see that one. But yeah,
what? No, what was the other one? What was the other one? Fucking hell.
Oh, the guy said that.
Casually FC.
Yeah. 3 minutes something or something.
What? Go on. What was that one?
3 minutes 16. I think he said.
3 minutes 16. Come on, mate.
Oh, 3 minutes 16:40. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, Aman said it's his first lines, mate. But come on, mate. Calling someone out. That's not calling someone out, bro. Like, come on, you got to do better than that.
Right, Winter Surfer 16. 3:16.
3 hours, 16 minutes and 40. Aman, man, you must love these live shows, mate. To be watching it for 3 hours, mate. Big up to yourself, bro.
This is after Ipswich, right? Yeah, after Ipswich. 3:16. I actually don't mind Winter Surfer. I don't mind them. He goes on a lot of streams.
Are you just trolling now, right? You honestly are trolling, or you just have one.
I think you just tuned in because there's like 2.5 hours where we were fucking pissed. I had a 20-minute monologue in the beginning.
Why should we begin angry?
Marshall,
I was gonna say, like,
when he said,
no, why should we begin angry?
I'm just accepting this. Like,
what do you want us to do?
we just
What do you want us to do? I criticised Marshall saying when he said, "Oh, we'll be." Frustrations about this because we're not going about this. We expressed our frustrations about this because we're not going Moresca, shit, standard.
That's funny.
Like that.
He literally wants us to be on here like,
or if you want that, go watch Alex. Go watch Alex at Chelsea Fans TV whore himself out. If you want that, just go do that. Yeah, just go watch him do that. Or watch.
I'm sorry, Juju.
Hey, listen. Let me ask you a question. Easy with the glasses, brother. How many games do you go to? How many games do you go to, brother? How many games do you go to? Sitting there with his armchair, watching games on the live, calling you out, brother. Embarrassing. I think it's looks about 50, 60. Grow up, brother.
Oh, God.
For one, grow up, bro. You want to call Alex out, and Alex is not calling Moresca. He's just talking facts because he can. Alex goes to every game, so he's entitled to his opinion. He doesn't only just call out the manager; he calls out the board and everything else. So this guy's clueless. He's just doing it to get a bit of recognition, mate. He's doing it to be relevant. If I was you, grow up, and if for secondly, start going to the games instead of being an armchair. That's all I've got to say.
I'll keep listening. I don't mind it. Come on, then. Let's hear it. Well, I don't know what did he say. Racist? Did he say I was racist? I'm sure.
Nah, no.
I'm sorry, Juju. You must be a miserable cunt.
Watch Eunice talks bollocks and go scream for a racist.
Oh, Johnny, talk about Johnny.
Juju, I'm sorry to say, real quick, just to address Juju. Juju, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you here before. I hope you stay because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna ban you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Each to their own. Each to their own. I can take
well,
it.
The thing is, though, if people are calling you out, guess what they're doing? They must be watching your videos, bro. So what they are secret fans. They must be tuning in Chelsea Fan TV. So big up to watching haters, yeah? Because obviously, for them to know what you're saying, they must be watching the videos, isn't they?
I saw him with a lovely African queen last night in the club.
Apart from Rachel, so hopefully Rachel's not watching.
It's meant to be between me and you, Todd.
Hey, is Rachel African or am I missing something, bro?
No. Right, we'll finish with Johnny then. I don't mind finishing with Johnny.
Bad people, eh?
Johnny did a video about it. He uploaded it as a video, so we don't need any time stamps for this one. Okay.
Good on Johnny. Good old Johnny boy.
Big Dog, what's going on? Come on,
Are you
man.
going to come and speak to us? What's going on?
Mate. Oh, man.
He just wants to walk away. This is the standards that we have. This is the standards we have. He can't. He doesn't want to come and speak to the fans and explain what's going on.
So let's have it right. If I see Ed Barley walking like that,
oh, mate,
do you think that myself is going to stand there, not move,
exactly,
and not go up to that wrong'un that's killed our football?
Just to be clear, I mean, Johnny is an extreme of the extremes. Because
You know what,
by
Alex?
the way, this is like a totally fair
You know what,
point.
Alex?
Saying that I should have gone up to Egg Barley, blah
Look,
blah blah. Like that's
Alex,
fair. But
Alex, I'll put my
but
hands up. Look, Alex, I put my hands up. I apologize the other day. When I actually thought about it, you smartly done the right thing, brother. What is the you chasing the owner down the road and potentially threatening him or making him feel intimidated? What is that going to do, brother? It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. So I understand why you asked him the question. He never came over and you let him go, because that's only going to tarnish your career and potentially get you banned. If you've gone and acted like Johnny Minerals would have, probably swearing and calling him personal words, what's going to happen then? Your season ticket's going to get took off, yeah? And that's it. You're done. You're cancelled, bro. So you've done the right thing, Alex. You acted smartly and you acted maturely. And personally, for me, I would have probably done the wrong thing because I'm more emotionally. I don't think like you. I'm more emotionally driven. But you've done the right thing by staying calm and let him go. So Johnny Minerals and Eunice, for one, if you was at the game, you probably would have had the opportunity. But how can you talk and say you would have done this and that when you wasn't even at the game? So for one, just be quiet. For two, maybe if you go to the games, you'd have the opportunity to
I
make
mean,
your
Johnny
feelings.
can't go.
No excuse. No, there's no excuse.
No, I'm being dead serious. He actually can't
go. Just because we're not playing good football, we don't want to go. That goes to show you're not a proper Chelsea fan. I will travel around the world to see Droll football because I love the club. Don't you can't just say because we're in the position we are now, you're not going to go to games. That's not.
I just read. Is that bloody Are you Dodgers from Twitter? Ah, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
So Johnny's is blacklisted from the games.
It's banned, mate. Yeah.
I'm from Chelsea.
Yeah.
How come?
Really, you have to ask that question.
So you can't go to Chelsea games.
Not the bridge. No.
Oh, that's bad. That
I'm pretty sure he shared that publicly now. So, yeah. I mean, look, his belief is it doesn't matter for the love of the Chelsea. But now he has I can't go to games. So where's the impact in that?
And Alex, if you had run up to Egg Barley, who would have been next on the shit list?
Honestly, that's not really the way I look at it. I didn't, people sitting here acting like I had loads of time to decide what to do. I had a 10, 15 second window. It was a very short window to go and speak with O'Barley. Yeah, I could have.
Can we continue this video? Because I want to hear what both of them got to say. Continue the video.
Okay.
Let's see what the guys say.
Exactly.
He's killed our football club, and you are standing there watching him walk by.
Yep.
And go, oh, he doesn't want to speak to us. Well, go and fucking make him speak to you then.
Make him speak to you.
He looks like a right nutter, man.
I get what Johnny's saying, but again, it's like
it's too emotionally involved, brother. Don't let your emotions take over, bro, and get yourself a ban. You got to be professional, and you've got to be sensible, and that's what you did. When I watched it, I was just pissed off with Johnny. I was like, why didn't Fats or Alex do it? But when
everyone was blaming me. There was a lot of people with me. There's a lot of people there.
When I sat down and thought about it, it's only Alex. It's only you that's going to get cancelled, Alex. What for? So you've done the right thing, brother. Fair play to you for being sensible and being mature and thinking about the consequences, because that's what it's about. Consequences. You run over and started saying this and that and the other. That's it, brother. You're not going to the bridge again. So well done, brother, for staying calm.
Let's keep going, Kev.
Talk to him.
Go and land it on him. Tell him he's killed our club. Tell him he ain't a Roman Abramovich. He needs to get out of our football club.
Yeah. They had no
You
intensity.
go and land it on that wrong
They had no intensity there. I'm going to be honest. Those lads bottled it. Absolutely bottled it. That was a chance. That was a big.
By the way, also, like, I have a good relationship with Johnny. I just want to say this. I'm just reacting to what he said about me. So I actually don't have an issue with Johnny. To be very clear, I get on well with Johnny. If I see Johnny, I'll have a chat to him.
This is the thing, though, brother.
I've you know what? There's moments where Johnny said stuff, and I've, like, when I went on the Sun last season. And we lost to Middlesbrough the same day. And he called me out about me going on the Sun. And I thought, what? What's this got to do with anything? And I've invited Johnny on the channel before. Like, he doesn't really have any interest in going on other channels. That's zero. But I've said that I would go on Minerals FC. Of course I will. Of course I'll do it. I don't have an issue with that, but I can't just sit here and the worst thing to do is not react at all. But I agree with a lot of what Johnny says about. I don't agree with everything. I agree with a decent amount of what he says, and you're absolutely right that, you know, Roman did get robbed, and, you know, we'd be in a better position with Abramovich. I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah, but like I said, emotions and feelings can put yourself.
But, you know, like when I hear this criticism from people, I do think to myself, and Johnny is probably one of the only people that I can sit here. I know some people have said, you know, he wouldn't do it. I think he actually would.
Oh, you've stopped the video. I've got to say more. I want to see more.
It's basically the same old, Kev. It's the same old. I mean, go on. I'll share it.
I want to see the whole of it.
All right. Fine.
See the whole of it.
Fine.
Because Eunice is calling you out, brother. But I don't think I've ever seen him go to a Chelsea game, bro. This is what I'm saying.
He got chased down by a 13-year-old boy. He ran away from a 13-year-old boy. You go up to him there, he's got nowhere to run to or hide. There's no escort to pick him up, bruv. Yeah? You go and corner him, you film him, and you get him to say something. And whatever he says, you go and mud him. I want that opportunity. I'd do anything for that opportunity. Just like I stood up in the dugout and said, this is not Chelsea, and called out Jellyfish Potter. I'll call out these owners, bruv. I'll do it 24/7 because they need to get out. They're not fit to run our football club. They've already got their suits and boots asking them what's going on. We got them. We're ready. So boycott games and a protest. Chelsea Supporters Trust, you need to arrange a protest. You've reported them and they ain't replying. The Premier League were waiting for that. And ultimately, they generate too much money with Bowley and Vivid Seats, and it helps Chelsea's finances. So they don't want to let that go. That's number one. Number two, all right, we are the shed arranging chanting when our club's in the fucking gutter, all right? Instead of relations with the club, instead of keeping relations with the club, let's put it crystal clear. And I appreciate what they do. It's not a mudding on them, but I'm trying to put things in perspective here, all right?
Oh, you get the gist of it.
Yeah, same old Johnny Minerals, what he talks about every week. But, being emotionally attached and being the way Johnny is, this is where you get cancelled. So, Alex.
No, but I mean, look, I do. Again, I just want to say, I believe in a lot of the same things. You know, I think I was a big advocate for the protest. I believe the owners are a huge problem at Chelsea. I think they're the biggest problem. Everyone goes, "Oh, all you do is talk about Moresca." Hello, who was here in February? Hello. Apparently, I was a Minerals FC Ultra 2 months ago, and now what? I'm a brown envelope. How does that work? By the way, I love the Minerals FC Ultras, and I have a lot of respect for the hardcore Chelsea faithful, and I believe a lot of them are very hardcore. A little bit extreme. Maybe I'm not as extreme, but I think the fundamentals is we're not happy, and I can agree with that. And I think I've articulated that on multiple occasions, on multiple platforms. I had a rant the other day about our ownership on the pod, and I'll overrun very briefly. Very briefly, I'll overrun. Because why not? Why not?
Yeah.
We had a debate about Moresca on the pod. And people were like, oh, what were they saying? They were like, but Pochettino didn't improve our players as much as Moresca has.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah.
Who's he improved?
Yeah.
And even when people make the Fernandez joke, I'm like, hang on a fucking second. He had a hernia. You can't even use that argument. Oh, look, mate, I've got the fucking timing perfect.
Predicted scores.
Kev, 1-1. 1-1. Look, this is what this is a thing that I've clipped. I haven't actually uploaded it, but it's like a preview, guys. Giving you a little preview.
The argument.
Mate, you seriously saying
you cannot say that we had
a better manager than Poch?
Miles better than Poch. We can't say that we had bollocks under Poch. No, I'm not having that.
Hold on a second. Hang on. You're telling me Pochettino in the space of a month. Pochettino in the space of a month went from I'm here to win titles to we haven't got a team to challenge.
Because he fucking realised what he was working with.
It took him a month to realise. Hang on, a
Listen
month.
carefully,
He was able
Myers.
to
last 5 years working under Daniel Levy and couldn't even get.
Yeah, because there's no
Caesar
expectations.
And what is there at Chelsea?
I didn't say there are expectations. He's
what
a bottler.
What have we
His
got?
mentality
What
is
is
terrible.
the expectation here? Alex, we are balanced the book FC. We are accounting firm FC. We are pure profit FC. We are don't win trophies unless it's a conference league. Prioritize over the Champions League FC. What the fuck are we on about? Talking about we're some big club. We are fucking bottle jobs now. You've got to understand this. We are Tottenham. We are Tottenham wearing blue under this ownership. When will people figure it out? Like, what the fuck are we on about? Who's developing? We have plateaued. We have regressed under this manager. We have regressed under these sporting directors. We have got worse under this ownership. There's no ambition. We saw Egbali last night. We said, Egbali, do you want to have a chat? Fuck that. He doesn't want to have a chat.
Of course he doesn't.
No, of course he doesn't. Why would he? Well, you wouldn't want to talk with anyone about this team because we're crap. We are so bad.
To say
How anyone like I get it. Last season was uninspiring to an extent as well. And that was the most recent podcast. So for those of you saying I don't speak about our situation.
Continue with the part with Scott though when he is calling you out for certain things, because I just want to get a bit of an idea of what he
Kev,
was.
we've overrun by 5 minutes. And come over here. Introduce yourself. Kev, have a look at this.
We're getting it together. We're getting it. Whoa. We're getting
it together. Oh, mate, we haven't got nothing together. We're falling apart. But
what's the song, Benny? Go on, what's the song? Benny, give us a song. Benny, give us a song.
Go on, Benny, give us a song, son.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Because everywhere we go.
Oh, shit, Ben.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Well,
on to the next segment.
Hey,
it's 11 o'clock in the morning, Benny.
So?
Yeah, Benny has a.
I'll do the let's get it together chant.
Let's get it together. Let's get it. Whoa. Let's get it together. Let's get it. Whoa.
Yeah,
Benny, let me wrap it up, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, the thing is, though, that was only 3-4 months ago when we was living the dream. I'm outside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 4-3, and look now. Yeah.
Hey, listen. No, it's fine. Don't give me that one. Dude, let me wrap up the stream. I'll be with you. Listen, guys. Big up to. Where's that red button? Oh, fucking hell. Shit. It is 10:15. Sorry. I'm tired. I probably shouldn't have a drink. I won't, actually.
10:15 in the morning. That's not the reason why that is, because little Ben hasn't had any sleep, mate. It's probably been,
Benny, did you sleep?
Usual weekend antics.
Well.
Kim. You're losing it.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, listen, we've got over 100 people in the chat here, guys. Smash the like button if you haven't already. I don't know how many likes we're on. We appreciate everyone that's watching. And we got 35 likes, people. Come on. Let's get up to at least 90 likes on the live. At least 90. Come on, people. If you enjoy the content, it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, Shivendra makes a couple of good points, to be fair, mate. If you can get her comments up.
Mate, honestly, I just want to get ready for the game.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Guys, if you want more streams, then let us know. I'm trying my best to do as many as I can. Of course, I'm going to Fulham, Dylan. Of course I am. I will be there today. Listen, big up to all of you guys. Appreciate your support. Thanks for coming on as well, Kev, mate. Always a pleasure.
No worries.
And we'll catch up soon, guys. Up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea. And remember, there's only one team in Fulham. Win, lose, or draw.
There you go, mate. There you go. All the best, guys. Catch up soon.